to today's layout. So this layout is entitled Be the You You Want to Be. So I'll just Be the You, I kind of shortened it. And this is a collaboration with Victoria Marie. And I will put Victoria Marie's information in the description box below if you already don't know it. I don't know why you already don't know it. She's awesome. Her layouts are phenomenal and she's a phenomenal person altogether. So I'm just really happy to be doing this collab with her. And so we decided to go with a inspirational picture. And it was that first one that you saw right after the intro. And it was just this bright purple sky and clouds with some tealish kind of greeny blue, and it's just so pretty. So here I am, I'm working on my background, and I didn't do anything to this paper here. I'm just using a piece of acetate right now, and I'm spraying my Delusions ink, and I'm using Funky Fuchsia, and I'm mixing it with a bit of cherry pie. And I'll also be using cut grass and vibrant turquoise. So I mix the two kind of like reddish raspberry colors, and then I mix the blue and the green. So the cardstock that I'm using is textured. It's got like a linen feel. It's actually the Recollections brand cardstock, and I like it. I buy a whole bunch of this because first of all, it's pretty thin, so it's good for layering, and secondly, it's pretty inexpensive. Like when they're on sale, they're like $4 for $1 here in Canada, so you can't really go wrong. And if you make a mistake, it's not expensive paper. And it holds up pretty well, to be honest with you. So there I have my background, and that's a picture of my kiddo in the car with sunglasses on. And you can see there that die cut there, that's from the cut shop. And Ashley Horton, who's also a huge YouTuber, she owns the cut shop. So that one there is called Sci-Fi Circles. And when I saw it, I loved it, and I've been waiting to use it. I just love it. So I'm going to start on my layers, but actually before we go into that, the paper collection that I'm using is the Citrus Bliss from Pink Paisley. I've decided that I'm going to try to use everything up. I have a little bit of paper left in just bits and pieces, and I have a bit of the embellishments left, and I decided that I don't want to put it away because it's most likely not going to see any light anymore after this year. So I just want to use it for some summer pictures, use up my scraps, and then what's left over, like the larger pieces, will go in my scrap bin, and the rest will get tossed. So the smaller pieces that are unusable anyways. So here I'm just going through some of the papers, and you saw me cut a couple mats. So there's that pink one, and then the branding strip is at the bottom, which I kept because I liked the yellow. And I used a piece of vellum to kind of soften my layers as well, because my background is really hard right now. It's a hard texture, if that makes sense. And so let's see, what am I doing? So I couldn't find my stapler. I don't know, that thing always grows legs, my stapler. So I'm just using some ATG tape now just to stick down my layers, and my picture is going to get attached to that. And then I'm going to stick it on the die cut, and then onto the background. So here I just pulled a doily from my stash. This is actually a Recollections brand doily, and I bought them in a whole bunch of colors, and they're just really pretty, and I'm happy. And I actually just ordered some from Paper Issues. They have like a sample pack of the Doodlebug ones, and I ordered those, and I can't wait to get those as well. So I'm just figuring out my placement right now. I don't want to cover up too much of that die cut because I love it. That's a 12 by 12, but I just shrunk it down. It roughly measures about 5.5 by 5.5 the way I shrunk it down. Um, yeah, and I just wanted it to peek through, kind of. So there we go. I stick it down. And then this piece that I'm using too, the title, is also from the cut shop, and it's called Be the You. And the title actually reads, Be the You You Want to Be. So if my girl wants to be a sassy pants, then as long as she's not sassy with me, then she can be a sassy pants. As long as she's respectful, right? Yeah, so I thought that this title was very fitting because she stuck her glass. Like some days this kid's got so much attitude, and I'm like, wow, you're definitely your mother's kid. And some days she's the sweetest little, meatball that she is. And, she's got multiple personalities just like me in a playful kind of way. It depends, which Alessandra wakes up in the morning. So this day she was a sassy pants and she put on her sunglasses, I think, because she sees me do that in my truck. Because on sunny days I get in my truck and I put on my sunglasses and, you know, get going, and I guess monkey see, monkey do, and she put on her sunglasses and she actually looked at my camera, kids. So that was exciting because usually when she sees it, she turns away. I rarely have any pictures of her smiling or even looking at the camera because she sees the camera and she's like, quick, turn the other way. So I'm happy I got this one. She's very serious and sassy in this picture, but I love it nonetheless. Those sunglasses really pop on her face. So I'm going through the die cuts here of the Citrus Bliss collection, and a lot of things I want to use, but they just don't work. So I decided to take the simple route since my background was so chaotic at the moment. And so actually right now what I'm doing is I'm gluing down the actual title first because I wanted to get that down before I messed it up. So that's that. And I'm going to take a precision pen from American Crafts and I'm going to go over all the die cuts. So I'm going to trace them all. This is going to incorporate some of the black that I want to incorporate. I think bring the layers together. It's going to end up looking like a really grungy kind of layout. And you guys know me, I have multiple personalities. It depends. It's same like my kid. It depends who's rolling out of bed in the morning. There's some days where I'm very soft and delicate and my layouts reflect that. And then there's some days where it's just hardcore and, they're kind of rough looking, and they're more, and rough looking, I don't mean it in a bad sense, but I mean they're not delicate. They're, more mixed media, and, it just depends on the day. So this day, this is what happened. So I'm just taking some of the embellishments, the die cuts, and I love that in the top right corner and of the picture, and it says they're not vellum, they're acetate pieces with gold writing, and it says, oh hey, looking good. And I thought that was very fitting. So here I'm picking the point, I want to say it's the 0.3 pen. There's my fat head. And I'm just outlining everything. It's hard to tell in the video, but you'll be able to tell a little bit better in the picture stills how it turned out. It's kind of difficult to see overall in the video, but in pictures and in real life it looks really cool. I like it. So now I'm taking some more ink, and this is the black dye ink. And I'm also going to take some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the gold and sprinkle it in strategic places on my page, just adding a bit more layers and grunginess, and I don't know, I like my layouts with some splatter. So this is also, the Heidi Swapp is also going to tie in the rest of the gold that's on the layout in this collection. And I think I'm gonna have to find a new bottle of the Heidi Swapp Gold because I use it so often. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some metallic gold thread. I'm taking some metallic gold thread, not that other word that I used. And oh my God, I can't talk today. I'm going to just messily wind it up in my hands and just place it in like a haphazard kind of a way. Yeah, so you'll see what I'm doing. And it's very messy, and I just stick down a whole bunch of Tombow Mono and get her done. Just stick it in there, you know? Because the whole point, it's not meant to be neat. They're layers. They're layers, right? So, and note to self, guys, if you are OCD about ink and messes like I am, this layout is not for you. Oh my God. I think it's also because of the work surface that I work on. I have an Italian lacquered desk, so where I work on, and so I try to keep it very, very clean and unstained. And yeah, ink and this tabletop don't go together. This was my dining room table, but when we moved, it just didn't look right in the house, so I started using it as my desk, and I perhaps want to use it as a dining room table again one day. Maybe, because it's really fancy, and I paid an arm and a leg for it, and I feel like I'm just gonna ruin it if it's upstairs in my craft room. Okay, rant over. So I'm still sticking down some thread here, and I'm putting it in the corners along with loads of Tombow Mono. And what else am I doing? Oh, I'm making sure that's good and stuck because you never know. So here I decided that the U didn't stick out enough with just the 0.3. So I think this is the 0.5 now that I'm just going over the U part of the die cut. And I thought that was cute. It just sticks out that little bit much more. Now I'm just going to haphazardly draw a black border with my pen around the entire layout. And I couldn't draw a straight line with a ruler, so imagine what these lines look like. Yeah. So now I'm going to take some October Afternoon mini markets, and these are in the teal and cream, and I'm just going to spell out 21 months with the letters, and that's because that's how old Munchkin is. This is actually a recent picture, so she's still 21 months. And I think that green also plays well with the kind of greenish blue sunglasses, and it's really just a lighter form of that teal on the background. And then these are the crepe paper words, those tiny word stickers that I'm using here, and I'm just picking some cute ones that I thought fit well with the layout. You'll be able to see them better in my still photos. Okay, so now I decided that the edges of my paper were too hard. So I'm going in with obviously some dirty water. It's just from another project I was working on that was on my desk. And just a clean paintbrush and some water, and going around the edges and just softening the entire look of the background here. So I like the way it looks. And that's pretty much the end of the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys will check out Victoria Marie's layout, and I'll leave the link down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.